Welcome to the CCH Axcess Tax overview of return configuration sets. I'm going to start off with a definition of a return configuration set, and it's actually a group of options and defaults that are set for tax items such as the signature block, correspondence options, and electronic filing options. Return configuration sets are created at the firm level, and a default return configuration set is specified at either the firm or the organizational unit level. You can override most of the default settings from inside a tax return, and you can change the return configuration set that's applied to a return from inside the return manager. Changes to a return configuration set are applied to returns when they are reopened and recalculated. You must also have the appropriate functional rights assigned to your user ID in order to manage return configuration sets. How many return configuration sets do you need? Most firms will have just one configuration set for all returns. A default return configuration set is provided, but most firms can create additional return configuration sets if they would like to. Why would you want to have multiple return configuration sets? Possibly to accommodate individual partner preferences, individual office preferences, or to accommodate defaults unique to a particular tax return type or group of returns. Moving into CCH Axcess, from my configuration dashboard underneath the tax category, I'm going to select return configuration sets. You can see I have a list of return configuration sets on the left-hand side of the screen. I'm going to expand my default configuration set and open up the signature block. If I look up on my menu bar, I have some functions that are available to me. I can create a brand new return configuration set from scratch. I can use the Save As command to copy this return configuration set to another name. I can rename configuration sets, or I can delete them. As part of the deleting process, you will be required to reassign all returns from the one return configuration set to the other. A couple of examples of items we have in the return configuration set. Here are my signature block defaults. I can open up correspondence and my letter options, and I can see how I can apply a particular letter to a group of returns. I can expand my electronic filing options, open up the General tab, and I can see all of my basic firm options for electronic filing, also a separate tab for the options related to a particular return type. When I'm finished making my changes, I can click Save and Close, lower right-hand corner of the screen. Back on my configuration dashboard, I'm now going to select Settings and Defaults underneath Tax. And I'm going to come down to Return Options, and we see the tab for Return Configuration Set at the very top of the screen. At the firm level, here is where I would be able to assign a particular default configuration set either at the firm or at the organizational unit level, and when I'm done, I can click OK. Now from my Applications dashboard, I'm going to launch Return Manager. I'm going to select a return, then hold down the Control key, select another return. From the Update button on the Home ribbon, if I use All Selected, I can reassign these two returns to another return configuration set, and then click Continue. Apply the changes. It's going to give me a summary that it was successful, and I can close that and see that the return configuration set has been changed. I want to thank you for taking the time to view this video. I hope you have found it helpful and informative. For additional training resources, click the link below to visit our training and consulting webpage.